He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
Yeah, a rookie year can be unpredictable, but he's consistently stood out from the crowd.
Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 6.
Well, Conley has that steady floor general demeanor. They love to have him running the pick and roll.
MP, and the dunk by MP.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Conley kicks to Towns. McDaniels dishes to Towns. MP against Conley. Misses from short range. Houston moving the ball around. Conley against MP. Green, the pass to MP. Şengün with the ball. Can't hit from in close.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result. All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
Smith with a screen on Conley. He lobs it up, and it's slammed in by Smith.
This is the belief Smith's teammates have in him, which is why they look for him to take that shot.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. 17-point game. McDaniels kicks to Towns. Buries it from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Screen by Smith. MP passes to Smith. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one following a loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
Well, this has to be a frustrating loss because they actually played well, but it still wasn't enough for them to get the win.
Conley against MP. Towns sets the pick for Conley. Here's Edwards, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Edwards plays with such ferocity.
Now, here's MP. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Şengün with the bucket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Outside Edwards. There's a screen. A 3-ball. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got his 6th rebound on the night. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Conley kicks to Towns. Pass to McDaniels. Conley with a wide-open look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. MP outside. There's the triple. Minnesota with the rebound. Outside Edwards. Inside. And Gobert throws it down.
Yeah, they could feel that dunk all the way in France. Gobert with the huge dunk.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Now, here's MP. 24 points for him. From downtown, score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Dillon Brooks.
Well, McDaniels is a physical player. He doesn't mind getting roughed up a bit while trying to score.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Whitmore comes in for Jabari Smith. Tari Eason's checked in for Dillon Brooks. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Green. Now, here's MP. 27 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the lob to Adams. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Alexander Walker. Hands it from downtown.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give.
And here's MP for 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Coming right back, MP with a huge 3.
Here's Alexander Walker, covered by MP. McDaniels finds Anderson. They grab their own miss to the paint. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Rockets leading by 19 points. MP outside. And Whitmore throws it down.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Pass to Towns. Shoots over Adams. And it's Towns missing.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
And the basket by MP.
MP is a cool customer from 3. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
Ingles passes to Anderson. Ingles with the screen for Anderson. Down low. And the dunk by Towns.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Warriors was a big factor. He had an impressive number of points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league, and everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Now, Alexander Walker. Following the three-point attempt by MP. Anderson. It's rebounded by Houston. They come in fresh off the win against the Warriors.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Pass to Ingles. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
Good on both. And here is MP. From the arc. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Houston Rockets. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. And we'll be back with you shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Anderson. Anthony Edwards out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Joe Ingles, and it's Dozier in at the 3 spot. And here's Edwards, following the three-pointer by MP. And finished off by Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Şengün with the screen for MP. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker with the ball. He's coming off a 19-point game against Oklahoma City. For 3, Edwards. Basket made. That's his third of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Now, here's MP. Trying to find Şengün. He gets it to him. Count it.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Edwards dishes to Anderson. And it's blocked by Şengün.
Using that length, Şengün. Timing the block.
MP outside. Pass to Whitmore. Şengün with the screen for MP. And Şengün with the basket on the assist by MP. 6 points for Şengün. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Over in the corner, Edwards. Clock at 6. And Edwards slams it in.
Among the best athletes in this league, Anthony Edwards taking flight.
Pass to Thompson. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now Anderson, 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and he chipped in a couple of blocks also. A well-rounded, complete effort throughout.
And it's Smith missing. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Here's MP, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The Rockets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Smith with a screen on Edwards. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Edwards against MP. Edwards' shot is good. Edwards got 9 points now in the quarter. Rockets have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Here is Edwards, following the score by Houston. The shot will not fall. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Now here's Edwards. 32 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
Now, here's MP. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. MP kicks to Şengün. 6 on the shot clock. MP passes to Smith. Houston moving it around. A three-pointer is right on target. Whitmore's got 7.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Anderson. And nothing is falling for him right now. Houston's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Şengün finds MP. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Edwards looking it over. Anderson in the post. Şengün's there. Anderson inside. Şengün covering. Anderson can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Smith's shot is good.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's Dozier. Following the basket by Jabari Smith.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. It's Edwards on the wing. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And here's what the Rockets' schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Utah up against the Jazz. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And for that game against the Kings, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
In the last few decades, we've seen the three become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is. And teams not only understand the value of making a lot of three-point shots, but the threat of the three spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the three is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in this league.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they move it, maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really, really high. I like the suggestion of keeping the arc the same all the way around, which would eliminate the corner three. Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
MP, that's for 2. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. MP's got 54 points. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Edwards, that's good.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
And here's MP for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. MP's got 57 points.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
Pass to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Good on the triple. Edwards got 18 points in the game.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
And here's MP for 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Conley surveying the D. Fires it up. Eason grabs the board. And so it's Houston with it. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Now, here's MP. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. And here's MP for three. Drops in the tray.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Here is Conley. He has 6. Pass to Gobert. For 3, Edwards. Brooks grabs the board.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. Here's Edwards. No good there. Nice D from Brooks. MP with it. Now defended by Gobert. Brooks, the pass to Eason. Brooks setting a pick for Eason. MP, that's for 2. And he gets the jumper to drop. 68 points for MP.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
And here is Conley. And it's blocked. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, Gobert showcasing that athleticism.
Gobert's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Eason, a screen on Edwards. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Pass to McDaniels. Towns with it. Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. And the 3 off target.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Now, here's MP. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eason. The Rockets making a switch here. Adams checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. MP with it. Off in time, and good, he hits it again. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Rockets on top, running away with this one. We'll be back shortly, live from Houston, Texas.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? Wow, you guys are good. Time for the power rankings.
Taking a look here at the Rockets, they're the best team in the league, and they know it. When you're the biggest dog, throw that muscle around, keep the rest of the pack in line.
Listen, nobody should be surprised by how they're playing.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Rockets.
Well, you look at
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
The post-pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. And it's MP in at point. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating. You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Even now, Stan in his late 30s, Mike Conley still able to perform at a very high level.
Well, Kevin, his father was a gold medalist in track and field. So even as Mike Jr. has maybe lost a step, he's still able to compete athletic.
Here's Şengün. Good, and the assist goes to MP. 8 points for Şengün.
Let the big fella eat. Şengün just doing his thing down low.
Gobert against Şengün. Pass to McDaniels. And here's Edwards. Fires from deep. A shot by McDaniels. No good. Here's MP. And the basket is good.
MP went right for the teeth and got rewarded.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Now Conley. He's got 8. Pass to Edwards. Shoots the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Edwards got 21 in the game.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
To the middle. Out to Brooks. And here's MP for 3. Hits it from three-point range. MP's got 7 now in this quarter.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
What a slam by Gobert. He's solid getting positioning inside and using it to his advantage.
MP outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. Here's McDaniels. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Green. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once Green gets inside, he has the body control to adjust to the defender there and finish.
MP against Conley. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Conley's got 10 points.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
And here's MP for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Now here's McDaniels. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Conley gets the bucket.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Here's Smith. Şengün trying to free himself up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on top.
And showing some fearlessness there. Smith doesn't mind getting hit while taking the shot.
Thompson, he's checked in for Brooks. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Thompson against Conley. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Conley sets a screen for Edwards. No good on the three. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And here's MP for 3. Drills the three-pointer. MP's got 13 points in the second half.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
Pass to McDaniels. Conley for 3. They get the rebound. Towns wide open. Out to Conley. Takes the 3. Rebound by Smith.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The 3 from MP. And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Outside Edwards. Towns for 3. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
MP fires from way outside. Şengün with the bucket. Şengün's got 10 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
MP finds Green. And another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
The Timberwolves shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Smith against Towns. Conley the pass to McDaniels. To the paint. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Şengün. Here's MP. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Great anticipation by Şengün, which he quickly turns into a fast break.
Edwards against Green. To stop the drought. And Anthony Edwards gets the 3. Edwards got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Minnesota. Here's MP. Non-stop scoring machine here. And Jalen Green gets the 3.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Conley kicks to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. For 3, Edwards. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. MP. And another one. That's 91. An incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane.
Here's Conley. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got rebound number 8 now on the night. MP passes to Thompson. Fires the 3. MP, no good. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's stolen by Smith. MP outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Gobert, covered by MP. And the shot is good. Gobert's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
And here's MP for 3. Connects from three-point range.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Conley. The And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. MP outside. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Timberwolves shooting 37% so far in the third quarter, and they're not satisfied with this lack of offensive execution.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
MP finds Green, and another assist for him. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Here's Conley. Rockets with the rebound. Smith's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Thompson with the bucket.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Conley with the 3. Another miss by Conley. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
2 minutes.
A 3 from MP. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. McDaniels passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Towns dishes to Edwards. Back to Towns. Pass to Gobert. Here's Conley for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Conley's got 12 points in just the second half.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his second since the break.
And a wide open look for MP. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
For the 3. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Conley against MP. And the rejection by MP. Smith kicks to MP. Good, that's another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Here's Conley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, respected both on and off the floor, Conley is one of those guys that leads by example.
Houston making some changes. Adams, he's checked in for Smith. Tari Eason comes in for Amen Thompson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Jalen Green. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Anderson, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards. And here's MP for 3. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Houston on top, running away with it. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't...
Out of the Raptors, he punched it in!
Are you kidding me? Well, Edwards is such a strong player. skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Down low. Here's Eason. That misses off the backboard. Timberwolves shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Pass to Ingles, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right, with the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Houston.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Dunn passes to Landale. VanVleet looking around. That shot, no good. Minnesota with the ball. Outside Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Dozier. No good on that one. And it's VanVleet with the ball for Houston. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Adams sets the pick for VanVleet. No good from outside. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. VanVleet against Edwards. These players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 panelists that each get a vote, and that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and, you know, I mean, I think we'd probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
But, you know, they make your picks public, and a lot of times voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to people disagreeing with me anyway. I have a family, Kevin.
MP outside. Three-pointer off target. So we see Houston taking the W here, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And, boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like...
That's right, MP. They can't stop you. MP got the job done tonight, as usual. No excuses tonight, because I know you didn't go out last night.
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
The Jazz coming down the tunnel earlier, ready to do battle on their... Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball. Man, in the second game of a back-to-back, how much does that affect a player's energy level?
Well, the better conditioned you are, the less it's going to affect your energy. That's why I love back-to-backs. It separates the men from the boys.
So the Houston starting five. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Green out there with MP, and it's Whitmore in at the three, the small forward. Now here's MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Collier. Pass to Hendricks. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Here's Hendricks. Marking it outside. Pass to Sexton. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Sexton, that's good.
It's never easy trying to stop Sexton. I love watching him bounce off the defense and finish in style.
Back to Whitmore. Pass to MP. From behind the arc. Another 3 from Houston.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Takes it inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. MP's got 10 points in the game.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Pass to Collier. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Hendricks. Smith with the rebound. Houston leading by 6. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they had the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
For Utah, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Pass to Collins. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Outside Whitmore. To the middle. Here's Şengün. And Şengün! throw it down.
Hey, look, sometimes you just got to let the big man work. Şengün doing it in style.
And it's Utah with the ball. 8-point game. Sexton passes to Markkanen. Back to Sexton. Collins a screen. The three is up. The Jazz again can't hit. Houston has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Green. 12 points for him.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Sexton passes to Markkanen. Utah with another miss. Houston leading by 10. MP inside. Another one falls for Houston.
They're really working the paint now.
Utah's gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Timeout call, the Jazz. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
I mean, they had to be exhausted after that double overtime session. But in the end, they came away with the upset win.
And it's Utah with the ball. Pass to Collier. And there's the lob. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Back comes Houston in transition. MP scanning the floor. Drops in the three. MP's got 17.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Down by 15. Collins outside. To the paint. Here's Markkanen. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. Houston has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. And here's MP from outside. And Houston another three.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
The Jazz shooting just 22% in the early stages of this one. Pass to Hendricks. Markkanen outside. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Alperen Şengün.
And we've seen a jump in the last few years in terms of his rebounding. The heart, the hustle, his ability to read shot trajectories and crash the glass at the right time, and his teammates really appreciate the hard work.
The Jazz making a switch here. Kessler's checked in.
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding them and feeding them.
And Utah calls time here. Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers: Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
Here's Collins, coming off a 22-point game against Oklahoma City.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
Houston leading by 18. Now MP, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. Oh, that was pure. He's got another one. Now 10 for 12.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Here's Collier into the lane.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And Houston has possession. The Jazz making their last shot. Pure from three-point range. MP's got 27 points. Sexton passes to Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. From deep, MP. They get the rebound. Smith. Collins with the defensive effort.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
The drive by Markkanen. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds in the game. MP with it. Picked up by Sexton. Whoa!
Nice!
What a huge jam!
Gracious.
Big time right there.
Looks like MP's been practicing those in his backyard growing up.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Collins. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. And it's Sexton. That time on the assist by Markkanen. Sexton's gotten his second bucket on the night.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
The drive by MP. Oh, MP throws it down.
Yeah, terrific take by MP. He's just punishing them on the drive.
Jazz trail by 21. And here's Sexton. Turned in an outstanding game against Oklahoma City. Lets it fly. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
MP right side. Smith passes to Şengün. Good D by Kessler.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
The PA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Thompson, he's checked. And for the Jazz, they're shooting 35% so far in this one. We've got Walker Kessler. Sviatoslav Mikhailuk is out there with Williams. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2-guard. That's the group for Utah, getting going in the second. And the basket by Mikhailuk. Mikhailuk's got his first 3 points of the game.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Here's MP. Lays it up and banks it in.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Pass to Hendricks. Here's Sensabaugh. From deep. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
MP finds Şengün. MP with it. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And the comfort level that Şengün has around the basket is as high as it gets in this league.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Hendricks. And he sinks the 11-footer. And so MP will bring it up for the Rockets. And this is the first season matchup for him against this Utah team.
And in a series of the have-nots last year, they came out on the losing end, really looking for some improvement here.
Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Drills it from deep. MP's got 36 points.
If MP buries those catch-and-shoot chances, he'll have a very long career in this league.
Here's Mikhailuk. Ooh, stolen by Smith. MP, the pass to Eason. Here's MP. And that one's good. MP's got 38 points.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Misses again, now 0 for 3. MP, the pass to Şengün. Back to MP. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Richard, you've played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally. And I like how MP carries himself. It's a big reason why his teammates enjoy playing with him.
Juzang, he's checked in for Williams. Houston has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. MP finds Smith. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists in the game.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Sensabaugh. Drops in the layup for 2.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
To the wing on the left. Back to MP. Count it. MP's got 40 points.
That is a play that is beyond his years. MP takes the contact and still gets it to fall.
Here's Mikhailuk, covered by MP. It's stolen by MP. It's a one-on-one situation. Oh, a flawless finish on the lob.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Mikhailuk. Kessler up top. It's Mikhailuk on the wing, covered by MP. And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul. A different look here for Utah. Filipowski, he's checked in for Hendricks. And Williams is subbed in for Juzang. Here's Sensabaugh. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Here's MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup. MP's got 42 in the game.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 17-4 run. Smith left side. MP outside. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Smith. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists tonight.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Here's Mikhailuk. Now here's Kessler. Outside, Williams. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Easton. 2 points. One goes. Eason's got 7.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.